fast. The rearview mirror showing me the life I'm leaving behind. And for the first time in forever, I don't mind. The seatbelt clicks, the engine hums, the world begins to spin. And somewhere between the driveway and the highway, I begin. No GPS, no destination, no plan, just the open road and the steering wheel in my hands. No schedule, no deadline, no, you should be here by now. Just the wind and me and figuring it out. Windows down, volume up, hair flying in the breeze. Windows down, volume up, I'm finally feeling free. Turn it up, let the highway hear me sing. Windows down, volume up, I don't need anything. The city shrinks behind me like a story I outgrew. The skyline faced a tree line and the gray turns into blue. A gas station coffee that tastes like liquid hope, and a road that stretches further than my problem's longest rope. The radio plays a song I've never heard but already love, and I'm singing every word like it was written just for us. No worries, no emails, no can we talk tonight. Just the painted yellow line and the fading city lights. No pressure, no performance, no mask upon my face. Just the road, the wind, the beautiful escape. Windows down, volume up, let the whole world disappear. Windows down, volume up, there's nothing left to fear. Turn it up, let the speakers shake the frame. Windows down, volume up, I'm never going back the same. Every mile's a mile away from everything that hurt. Every mile's a mile closer to the me that I deserve. So I'll keep driving till the tank runs dry, and even then I'll roll the windows down and let the world go by. Because freedom isn't a place, it's a feeling on your skin. And it starts the moment you roll the windows down and let it in. Windows down, volume up, I'm alive, I'm here. Windows down, volume up, crystal sky, crystal clear. Turn it up, this is what it means to breathe. Windows down, volume up, this is who I'm meant to be. Who I'm meant to be. Who I'm meant to be. Windows down, volume
Yeah. You're in the passenger seat with your feet up on the dash, sunglasses on, singing wrong, living like it's gonna last. You changed my radio to something I would never pick, but the way you bob your head to it makes every beat a gift. The snacks are open, the map is wrong, we missed the exit twice, but getting lost with you beside me is my favorite kind of ice. I don't care where this road goes, left or right or straight, as long as you're in the passenger seat. Everywhere is great. I don't care about the mileage or the fuel we're burning through. The only destination that I need is next to you. Passenger seat, that's where you belong. Passenger seat, singing every song. You pick the music, I'll pick the lane. Passenger seat, drive with me through the sun and rain. You point at every dog you see and make me honk the horn. You take 100 photos of the clouds in different forms. You fell asleep for 20 minutes with your mouth wide open, babe. I took a photo, and I swear it's my new favorite frame. The coffee spilled, you blamed the road, I blamed your dancing hands. But every stain inside this car is proof of our plans. I don't care if the traffic's bad or if the highway's slow. As long as you're beside me, there's nowhere else I'd go. I don't care if we're driving circles round the same old town. The scenery's not the point. The point is you right now. Passenger seat, laughing at my turns. Passenger seat, every lesson learned. You read the signs, I'll read your smile. Oh, passenger seat, let's drive another mile. Some people road trip for the view, the beach, the mountain air, but I road trip for the conversations in the car we share. The silence isn't awkward, the talking isn't forced. It's just two people driving and remembering what love is for. So recline your seat, kick off your shoes, and let the highway hum. Because the best part of the journey is the person that you're from. Passenger seat, don't ever leave that spot. Ooh, passenger seat, you're the best thing that I've got. Ooh, you pick the future, I'll pick the speed. Ooh, passenger seat, you're everything I need. Everything I need, yeah. Everything I need. Stay in that seat.
Cubicles and hates the status quo. But put me on a highway with the sun above my head, and suddenly the engine roars and everything turns red. I was born with wheels instead of roots. I swear it's true, my blood is high octane, and it's burning just for you. Fill me up, I'm running on empty days. Fill me up, I need the highway's praise. One more tank, one more chance, one more endless lane. And this gasoline heart will never feel the same. Gasoline heart, burning down the road. Gasoline heart, watch me as I go. I'm fueled by the freedom and the wind beneath my wheels. Gasoline heart, this is how alive feels. The speedometer's climbing like my pulse on Friday night. The lanes are opening up and everything feels right. I passed a sign that said next stop 200 miles ahead. I smile because 200 miles is 200 miles, yes. The sunset's painting amber on the hood of my old car, and every scratch indents a story of how far I've come so far. Fill me up, I'm addicted to the ride. Fill me up, I got nothing left to hide. One more stretch, one more breath, one more open sky. And this gasoline heart remembers how to fly. Gasoline heart, burning down the lane. Gasoline heart, dancing in the is how a life feels. This is how a life feels. This is how life feels. Gasoline, 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 gasoline.
The ocean's in the rear view now. I watched it getting small. Like everything I left behind, it's beautiful and far. The salt is still upon my skin, the sand's still in my shoes. And somewhere in between the waves, I think I left the blues. The coastline curved like your handwriting, elegant and long. And every mile I drove along, it felt like your favorite song. Some views are better in the mirror when you're driving away, because leaving something beautiful is how you learn to stay. Some places hold you for a moment, then they let you go. And the rear view is where beauty turns to something you can know. Ocean in the rear view, shrinking into blue. Ocean in the rear view, I'm still thinking of you. The waves won't wait for me to come back, I know that's true. But the ocean in the rear view is the most beautiful view. I stopped the car at a lookout point and watched the seagulls fly. They didn't care about my sadness, they just owned the sky. I took a photo but it didn't catch the feeling right. Some things only live inside the moment's fading light. The lighthouse blinked like it was a wink and saying come back soon. And I whispered to the dashboard I will, maybe afternoon. Some roads are better when you're driven them at least once before, because the second time around you notice what you missed at the door. Some coastlines call you back like songs you can't forget. And the rear view holds the promise that we haven't finished yet. Ocean in the rear view, golden in the sun. Ocean in the rear view, we're not nearly done. The tide won't stop for me, the shore won't hold its breath. But the ocean in the rear view is the piece I haven't left. Maybe I'll come back next summer with a different heart. Maybe I'll come back in winter when the world falls apart. But wherever I am, whatever road I choose, the ocean in my rear view is a view I'll never lose. Because some places don't just stay behind, they ride along with you. Tucked inside the mirror like a postcard painted blue. Ocean in the rear view, I'll carry you with me. Ocean in the rear view, you taught me how to see that leaving something beautiful doesn't mean it has to end. The ocean in the rear view, I'll drive back again. I'll drive back again. I'll drive back. Ocean in the rear view. ocean in the rear view.
You smell like salt and sunscreen and the summer we just stole. Your hair is full of ocean and your laugh is full of gold. We parked the car beside the cliff and climbed down to the sand. And somewhere between the rocks and waves, you took my hand.
The radio was playing from the car with both doors wide.
And the ocean was the concert hall for our beachside ride. No five-star dinner, no rooftop bar, just fish and chips and sand inside the car. No dress code, no reservation, no VIP, just the salt, the air, and you and me. Salt, air, love song, singing to the sea. Salt, air, love song, you and only me. The waves are keeping rhythm and the winds are melody. Salt, air, love song, this is where I want to be.
You wrote my name in the sand and drew a heart around the edge.
I said the tide will wash it out.
You said that's why we pledge
To write it every time we come, to draw it every year.
because love that's worth the salt.
Will always reappear.
We danced without our shoes on and the seagulls were our crowd.
You said this is the best day ever, and you said it loud. No expensive flowers, no imported wine, just seashells in our pockets in the fading sunshine. No Instagram perfection, no filter on the view, just the salt, the air, the honest and the true. Salt, air, love song, barefoot on the shore. Salt, air, love song, who could ask for more? The sunset's turning orange and the world is holding still. Salt, air, love song, and I always will.
And when the summer ends and the coastline turns to gray,
We'll still taste the salt upon our lips from this one perfect day.
because some love songs aren't made in studios or halls.
They're made on sandy beaches
With the ocean's curtain call,
so let the tide come in.
let the waves take what they please.
They can't take the way I feel
When you're beside me in the breeze.
Salt, air, love song. One more verse before we go. Salt, air, love song, the kind that no one else will know. The waves will keep our secret and the wind will hum our tune. Salt, air, love song, I drive back here with you.
Under any moon. Under any moon.
Under any moon. Salt, air, salt, air, salt, air, salt, air, salt, air. The horizon line is bending like it's bowing just for me. The sky and ocean meeting in a place I'll never reach. But that's the beauty of it, isn't it? The things we'll never touch are sometimes all we driving with one hand and watching with the other eye. The world is splitting into earth and sky, and I'm the reason why. Where do you go when the road runs out? Where do you go when there's nothing left to doubt? You follow the line where the water meets the air and trust that something beautiful is waiting over there. Horizon line, take me where you end. Horizon line, be my oldest friend. I've been chasing you my whole life, and you keep moving still. Horizon line, I think you always will. Clouds are stacking up like promises I haven't made. The sun is dipping lower like it's tired of the day. But even tired suns create the most incredible light. And even endings have a way of setting things alright. A pelican is diving like it knows exactly where to go. I envy all the creatures who don't need a map to show. Where do you go when the noise dies down? Where do you go when you've left the town? You follow the curve where the land lets go, and drive until the only thing you know is the glow. Horizon line, pull me to the edge. Horizon line, standing on the ledge. Between the here and now, between the known and new. Horizon line, I'm in love with the view. Maybe the horizon isn't somewhere you arrive. Maybe it's the feeling of being endlessly alive. Always moving forward, always just beyond your hands. A beautiful reminder that the world has bigger plans. So I'll keep driving toward the place that never comes, because the beauty's in the chasing, not the destination. What horizon line? I'll never reach the end. Horizon line, and I don't need to pretend that the journey isn't everything, that the road's just dirt and steel. Horizon line, you taught me how to feel. You taught me how to feel. How to feel. Horizon line. Horizon line.
Yeah. I passed the sign that said last exit for 100 miles, and I laughed and hit the gas and drove it with a smile. No bathroom breaks, no second thoughts, no looking at my phone. Just 100 miles of nothing, and I've never felt more whole. The white lines blur like sentences, I'm reading way too fast, but every word they say is leave the past inside the past. They said I'm wrong. and everything feels right. Everything feels right. The truck passed me and honked like we're old friends from way back when. I waved like I was somebody and felt like one again. The desert's stretching out like it's got nowhere else to be. And honestly, that's the most relatable thing I've ever seen. The tank is running lower, but my spirit's running high. And somewhere near mile 70, I stopped asking why. They said slow down, I said I'll slow down when I'm dead. They said turn around, I said I'm chasing joy instead. They said be careful, I said careful never got me free. I'm 100 miles from nowhere, and it's everything to me. 100 miles to nowhere, pedal on the floor. 100 miles to nowhere. What am I searching for? Nothing, that's the answer. Nothing's what I need. 100 miles to nowhere. Finally I'm free. My lady, I saw a coyote cross the road. It looked to me like welcome to the place where freedom's code. Mile 90, the sunset cracked the sky in half, and I pulled over just to watch and just to laugh. Because 100 miles of nothing gave me everything I lack, and the only thing I'm sure of is I'm never going back. 100 miles to nowhere, and I finally arrived. 100 miles to nowhere, and I'm finally alive. No map, no plan, no ceiling, and no floor. 100 miles to nowhere. Who could ask for more? Who could ask for more? Who could ask for more? 100 miles, 100 miles. Come on, let's go. Hey, sing it louder. Hey, you turn the volume up to max and said this is our jam. I said I don't know the words and you said fake it, fam. We're screaming at the windshield like the highway is our stage. Two terrible singers in a car, the best kind of rage.
The air conditioning broke, so we're sweating through the bass. But nothing cools us down, and nothing slows the pace.
Who cares if we're off key? Who cares if we're too loud?
The road is our arena, and the sky is our crowd.
Who cares if the windows shake? Who cares if the mirrors crack?
The only rule of car karaoke is you never hold back. Sing it louder, 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 till your throat gives out. Sing it louder, louder, louder. That's what driving's all about.
We don't need a microphone.
We don't need a choir.
Sing it louder, louder, louder. Set the highway on fire.
You did the drum solo on the steering wheel and almost swerved. I grabbed the dashboard screaming and you said totally deserved. We harmonized on the chords.
Well, we tried at least.
Two humans in a Honda making beautiful noise in the east.
The trucker next to us was staring like we lost our minds. We waved, he honked, and suddenly we
Had the greatest audience of all time.
Who cares if the
Neighbors hear us rolling down the street.
Who cares
if the whole town knows we can carry a beat?
Who cares
if the world is watching? Let them watch and learn the secret to a happy life is singing it every time.
Sing it louder, louder, louder.
Like we're 17.
Sing it louder, louder, louder.
Living in between. We don't need permission. We don't need a reason why.
Sing it louder, louder, louder. We're alive, alive,
concert.
Capacity 2.
This is our venue.
A car with a view.
No tickets needed.
No encore required.
Just two people singing
till they're happily tired.
So
roll the windows down and let the whole world in, because the best duets happen with the people you're with. Sing it louder, louder, louder.
one more time.
One more time.
Sing it louder, louder, louder. This is our pride. We don't need a stadium.
We don't need a crowd.
Sing it louder, louder, louder. We were born to be loud.
Born to be loud.
Born to be loud, louder, louder. One more time.
Louder. Every town I pass through has a memory attached. That diner where we had our worst fight, the pie was great at least. That motel with the broken sign where we stayed up till 4, talking about our dreams like dreamers who had never dreamed before. The road keeps feeding me the greatest hits of my regret, but also every golden moment I could never forget. The rearview mirror's like a cinema. It plays the show of everywhere I've been and everyone I used to know. I can't rewind, I can't replay, I can't go back and stay, but I can watch the memories dance and gently drive away. Rearview memories fading in the dust. Rearview memories, beautiful and tough. Every mile I leave behind becomes a picture frame. Rearview memories, I'm grateful all the same. The beach we found by accident when the GPS went wrong. The gas station at midnight where you taught me your favorite song. That mountain pass in autumn when the leaves were burning red, and you whispered, remember this, and I remember what you said. The road is paved with moments that I didn't know were gold until I saw them shrinking in the mirror, growing old. The rearview mirror's like a journal, page by page, of every love, every loss, every beautiful stage. I can't go back, I can't undo, I can't erase the drive, but I can honor every memory by being more alive. Rearview memories glowing in the light. Rearview memories, wrong turns that turned out right. Every exit that I took became a chapter in my name. Rearview memories, I drive them all again. The windshield shows me where I'm going, that's okay, but the rear view shows me where I've been. That's the price I pay for living a life worth remembering, worth the gas and tears. A dashboard full of memories from all my driving years. So I'll keep looking forward, but I'll glance back now and then, because the rearview memories are what make me who I am. Rearview memories, thank you for the ride. Rearview memories, you're the best parts of my life. Every mile, every smile, every name inside the frame. Rearview memories, I'll drive on just the same. I'll drive on just the same. Just the same. Rearview, rearview.
sun is running from me, but I'm faster on the turn. I'm weaving through the golden hour, watching everything burn. Not the painful kind of burning, the kind that lights you up when the sky decides to empty out its most expensive cup. The dashboard glows like amber, and the shadows stretch for miles, and I'm driving toward the sunset like it's handing out the smiles. Some people chase the money, some people chase the fame, but I'm in my old car chasing colors that don't have a name. Some people chase the finish line, some people chase the gold, but I'm chasing sunsets because they make me feel less old. Chasing the sunset, I'm almost there. Chasing the sunset, winding my hair. It's sinking fast, but I'm driving faster still. Ooh, chasing the sunset, and I always will. The radio's playing something that the DJ said is new, but it sounds like every feeling I've been running to with you. The sky went pink, then purple, then a shade I can't describe, like God mixed every watercolor just for tonight's vibe. I pulled the car beside a field and stood up on the hood and watched the last 3 minutes of the best show in the woods. Some people need the ocean, some people need the hills, but I just need a highway and a sky that overfills. Some people finding peace in a temple or a prayer, but I find mine at 80 miles per hour in the golden air. Chasing the sunset, painting every mile. Chasing the sunset, everything's worthwhile. It's disappearing, but the colors stay inside my chest. Oh, chasing the sunset, this is living at its best. And when the sun goes down and the sky turns into night, I'll park the car and sit beneath the very first starlight and wait for dawn to bring another color-splattered sky, because a sunset chaser never has to say goodbye. Tomorrow there's another one, tomorrow there's a new, and every sunset's just a warm-up for the next one with you. Chasing the sunset, one more golden mile. Chasing the sunset, one more golden smile. It's gone for now, but it's coming back at dawn. Ooh, chasing the sunset, the chase is never gone. The chase is never gone, never gone. Chasing, 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 chasing.
I could take the highway, I'd be home by 9. But there's a back road through the valley where the evening light's divine. It adds another 40 minutes, maybe more with stops. But the kind of time that's wasted here is the kind that never stops. The cornfields wave like they've been waiting for my headlights to appear, and the dirt road crackles underneath like it's been missing me all year. The shore shortest distance isn't always worth the speed. Sometimes the detour is the only road you need. The quickest way home doesn't show you what's in bloom. Sometimes the long way is the only way to find the room. I'm taking the long way home tonight, through the fields and the fading light. Every extra mile is a minute that I earned. The long way home, every lesson learned. I passed a farmhouse with a porch light left on for the night, a golden square of warmth inside the overwhelming white. I wonder who lives there, I wonder what they eat for supper time. I wonder if they know their porch light is a prayer against the sky. The road is getting narrower, the trees are leaning in like they're whispering a secret that only slow drivers win. The fastest ride will get you there, but never tell you why. The long way home will hold your hand and look you in the eye. The GPS says recalculate it, take the next U-turn, but I'm ignoring the machine, 'cause the long way makes me learn. I'm taking the long way home tonight, through the stars and the satellite. Every extra moment is a gift that I received. The long way home, the long way to believe. And when I finally pull into my drive at 10:30, I'll sit inside the car for just a moment, breathe, and then I'll thank the road for every curve and every unexpected view. Because the long way home reminded me of who I grew. It's not the destination, everybody says it, but it's true. The long way home was never just the road, it was the breakthrough. I'm taking the long way home every single time. I'm taking the long way home through every paradigm. Every extra heartbeat is a prayer I get to pray. The long way home, my favorite kind of day. My favorite kind of day. My favorite day. The long way, the long way.
The sun is doing that thing where it turns everything to gold. The steering wheel, your sunglasses, the story being told.
We've been driving for 6 hours, and we should be tired by now. But golden hours giving us a second wind somehow.
Your hand is on the armrest, mine is reaching for the same.
And in the golden light, our fingers meet without a name. You said, pull over here, and we watched from the shoulder lane. Two people in a car who didn't need to explain.
The sky was melting tangerine and dripping into rose.
And we sat in the silence of the most beautiful close.
You took my hand and squeezed it twice, our little secret code.
For I love you without the words, just pressure on the road.
This is the memory we'll tell
When we're old and gray, the golden hour highway on a random Saturday.
This is the picture that we'll keep inside our oldest frame.
The one where everything was golden and nothing felt the same. Golden hour highway, painting us in light. Golden hour highway, everything shines bright. The world is bathed in honey and the road knows where to go. Golden hour highway, the most beautiful show. Every drive will end, every sunset has its time.
But the golden hour lives forever.
In this heart of mine,
We'll drive 1,000 highways. We'll see 1,000 skies.
whoa,
But nothing beats the golden one.
reflected in your eyes.
So let's stay one more minute
Let's watch one more degree
of the sun kissing the horizon.
as you're kissing me. Golden hour highway, one more mile of gold. Golden hour highway, the greatest story told. The sun is almost gone, but the warmth is here to stay. Golden hour highway, my favorite place to play. My favorite place, oh, my favorite place. Golden hour, golden hour, golden hour.
I pulled off the highway where the streetlights finally stop, and parked the car beneath the sky that made my breathing drop. A million stars like someone spilled the salt across the black. And for the first time on this trip, I didn't want to go back. The engine ticks like it's cooling from the miles we've shared today. And I'm just sitting here in silence with nothing left to say. The world looks different when you're far enough from the glow of the city and the screams and the everyone you know. The world looks honest when there's nothing but the dark and a windshield full of constellations sparking every spark. Parked under stars, engine off, hard on. Parked under stars, finally where I belong. The universe is showing off, and I'm the only crowd parked under stars. I've never felt more proud. I opened up the sunroof and I laid the seat way back and let the Milky Way pour in like a river through the cracks. I tried to count the stars, but I kept losing track at 10, because every time I'd start again, a
stars, miles from anyone, parked under stars. But I'm not on the run. The night is holding me like nobody else could. Parked under stars, I'm finally understood. I wonder if someone on the other side of the earth is parked beneath the same sky, wondering what they're worth. I hope they feel this peace, I hope they feel this small, because sometimes being small is the biggest gift of all. The stars don't judge, the stars don't rush, the stars just shine and wait. Maybe that's the lesson. Maybe life's not about being great. Parked under stars, I'll stay a little more. Parked under stars, this is what driving's for. Not the speed, not the road, not the miles beneath the wheels. Parked under stars, this is how healing feels. This is how healing feels. How healing feels. Under the stars.
The familiar road is winding back to where it all began. The same old trees, the same old fence, the same old garbage can. The neighbor's dog is barking and the porch lights left on bright. And something in my chest unwinds for the first time tonight. The GPS says you have arrived, but I've known for a mile. Because home doesn't start at the doorstep, home starts at the smile. Every road trip ends where it began, that's how circles go. But the person pulling in the driveway isn't who left, I know. Every mile changed something, every song rearranged my heart. And almost home feels different when you've driven this far apart. Almost home, I can see the light. Almost home, everything's gonna be alright. The road was long, but it gave me what I came for. Almost home, and I love it even more. The key still sticks, the door still creaks, the hallway smells the same. But the girl who walked out Tuesday isn't quite the one who came. The couch is still unmade from when I left in a rush. And the silence of my apartment finally doesn't feel like too much. I drop my bags, I kick my shoes, I stand there in the hall and realize that driving away was the best way to stand tall. Every journey ends with a single step inside, and every coming home is a brand new kind of pride. Every key that turns is a promise to yourself that the world out there made me stronger, not someone else. Almost home, pulling in the drive. Almost home, grateful I'm alive. The road
just the building or the bed where I lay down. It's the feeling of returning with the weight no longer around. It's the moment when the engine stops and the quiet settles in, and you realize the drive was never about where you've been. It's about the coming back, the closing of the door, and whispering I'm home to the walls that wanted more. Almost home, no, I'm finally here. Almost home, wiping every tear. The road gave me the answers that my house could never hold. Almost home, and my heart came back in gold. My heart came back in gold. Came back in gold. I'm home. I'm home. I'm home.
I've driven through the sunrise, I've driven through the rain, I've driven through the mountains and the flatlands and the pain. I've driven when I'm laughing, driven when I couldn't see, and every single mile has made me more of who I'm meant to be. But the best drives weren't the solo ones, the ones where I was free. The best drives were the ones where someone chose to ride with me. So this is my invitation, open, honest, true. No conditions, no exceptions, no expiry, nothing due. Just a car, a road, a playlist, and a passenger seat for you. The greatest journey starts with asking someone to come through. Drive with me wherever the road goes. Drive with me through the highs and the lows. I don't need a map when I've got you beside. Drive with me, be my co-pilot for life. I've got a tank of gas, I've got a trunk of dreams, I've got a crooked mirror and a car that burst at seams. But every dent and scratch is just a story that we'll share, and every mile we drive together is a mile that says I care. The road ahead is longer than the one I've left behind, and I don't want to drive it alone. I want you by my side. So buckle up, roll the window down, and let the world begin. No endings, no arrivals, just the beauty of the wind. Just two people, one car, and a horizon with no end. The greatest love story is the one where drive is the first word said. Drive with me through the golden hour light. Drive with me through the darkest night. I don't need a destination when I got you in my lane. Drive with me through the sunshine and the rain.
This was never just about the driving, it was about the ride. And the ride is better, always better with you.